Hi, this is Olivia with Brands Gateway, and in this short video, I'll explain how to easily navigate through our app for Shopify. So let's start with the dashboard. So under the products, you can always find the exact number of products inside your store. Under the total number are displayed the number of products that are already imported to your store. While doing the initial import under create, you will be able to find the number of products that are yet to be imported to your store. Later on, in case you are doing some updates on the inventory, for example, if you are adding new mappings or if you've changed some of the filters, if you've changed the markups or added a fixed shipping value, you will be able to see that those products are updating, and the number of products that are updating you will be able to find here. And then in case you have deleted some of the mappings or excluded some of the brands or vendors, then once the system starts updating, you will be able to find the number of products that are yet to be deleted from your store under delete. On the right side, you can find your last imports. So here you will be able to see the last 100 imports to your store. Then down below you can find your orders. So let's move next to the orders section. Under the orders section, you will be able to see each one of your orders, and the green check mark over here means that the order was successful and it was automatically forwarded to Brands Gateway. Once you do have an actual order inside your store, the next step is finalizing the order inside your Brands Gateway account, but we will focus on that part more in the next video. Next, let's go over the subscription plan. Here, if you open the subscription plan, you will be able to see the package that you've chosen. And then, for example, if you do have a monthly plan, you can upgrade it here to a yearly plan, or you can cancel the plan. Then let's go through some of the settings that our app offers. So first one is the category mapping. The category mapping is used for the import of our products to your Shopify store. So since we've already done this step, after the initial import, you can always come back. You can add new mappings, or you can delete the existing ones. You can change the features, for example, change the markup, increase or lower it, change the fixed shipping value, and so on. Make sure that once you do any changes, you need to click on the save button. Once you click save, the products will start updating. And please note that any changes, especially changes on the markups and fixed shipping prices, will be updated within 24 hours. Now let's go back and check some of the other features. The next one, we do have the attribute mapping, where you can add attributes for each of the sizes. So you can change it in a different with a different name for each attribute. Now let's go back. The custom field mapping is it is used, for example, in case you add a mapping such as the product type to be in sync with the EN13 number for the product title. So with this feature, if you do this feature, your product titles will have the EN13 numbers as the product title for each of the products that you do have inside your store. It works the same here. In case you wish to delete this, simply click on the delete button. Next, let's go over the brands filter. The brands filter allows you to choose which brand you wish to import. In case you wish to select them all, or if you want to exclude some of the brands, simply uncheck the boxes in front of those brands. And once you're done with this, click on save. The next feature is the vendors filter. The vendor's filter works the same as the brand's filter. So for example, if you don't wish to import products from certain vendors, simply uncheck those boxes and click on save. The next feature, the next setting of our app is the integrity check. So integrity check is used in case you're experiencing major issues with the inventory. So only in this case we suggest that you start an integrity check, which will correct any issues that you have with your inventory. You will probably need to wait a few minutes for the integrity check to finish, and then you will see it will be successful and what are the error messages that you get. The next feature is the compatibility check. So in case you've received a message such as this one that the email is not registered or a store with this domain does not exist or the app has been deleted, only in this case you will need to start a compatibility check to check if your store is valid with Brands Gateway. So this most likely happens in case you are not registered as a user on Brands Gateway with the same email address, or if you have deleted our app. So if you deleted our app, it is necessary to reinstall it, and once you do that, you will need to run another compatibility check. And if you receive message as such that the compatibility check was successful, such as this one, it means that your store is valid and you don't need to run it again unless you receive the same error message. Now let's go back and let's check the synchronization settings. Synchronization settings is used in case you wish to change, let's say, some of the titles or descriptions or translate them in your own language. So in this case, you will need to disable the titles and the descriptions and then click on save. The same goes for any of the settings. If you wish to change any of the settings, you will need to disable the synchronization settings for it. Otherwise, once the system gets updated, the products will always go to their original state as on Brands Gateway. Next, we have the price calculation where you can calculate your profit margins. And the last one is the general settings for your store. Inside the general settings, you can change the language. We offer English and German. Then you can change the currency of your store here, the price rounding changes, and these two last features are pretty important. So the delete out of stock items, if you select this feature, it means that the products that are out of stock will be deleted from your store. In case it isn't selected, those products that are out of stock will remain on your Shopify store, but it will say that those products are sold out. And then if you'd like to include the brand name inside the product title, you need to select this feature as well. Once you're done with the changes, please click on save. That's roughly all of the settings for our app. So if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team at support@brandsgateway.com.